Who we got here with us today?
Well, my name is Soul.
Oh, wow, that's a great name.
James Timothy Holland Jr.
I'm Alias, a.k.a. Brendan Patrick Whitney.
Oh, so your alias is Alias.
Yes, my alias is
DJ Mayonnaise, a.k.a. Christopher Michael Greer, a.k.a. Peanut Butter Wolf, a.k.a.
I see the resemblance.
Who's the guy from Dawson's Creek? You know.
That guy. The one guy.
He also looks like the guy from ER that was on Top Gun.
Anthony Edwards. You know, take your pick. I'm all those fucking guys.
You're gonna go far with those looks.
I appreciate that. Signified with saying I'm looking good lately, you know. I told him, dude, tell me what I'm doing right, and I'll just keep doing it.
I think this is a natural thing. I don't think you really can place a formula on it.
Shit, I appreciate that.
No problem. So I heard you guys are some kind of a group.
Well, we are some kind of a group. We're many kinds of groups.
Okay.
One of the kind of groups we are is, I mean, some people refer to us as so-called artists, and we rather adopted the name as a postmodern blend of jazz and new jack swing with rock-esque fusion that just, magnifies poetry to the, most existential binaries,
It's like hip-hop smoothed out on the R&B tip with a pop appeal feel to it.
I can see where this is going. This is going somewhere good. Yeah. New jack swing saved hip-hop,
Oh, definitely.
We're just trying to bring back the boom bap, softly. We're killing them softly, but
soft boom,
rough.
Light smacks to the face.
Yeah, we're like the 92 version of Rough House Survivors in 2014. You know what I mean? So check the backpacks. That's all I'm saying.
If it was 92, we'd be smacking you lyrically.
Yeah. But since it's 2000, we're just, throwing a lot of big words around. Trying to do some cool musical stuff, man. It's hopefully gonna take hip hop, through the Bjork era.
That ain't no joke.
Not at all.
Enough respect to the Bjork. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the grandfathers of this shit. You know what I mean? Respect to the Bjork, you know what I'm saying? Respect to the those guys, the Beatles, you know what I'm saying? All the pioneers of this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no one really cares about your rap unless they know where you're from. You're not from no good location, you get no love, so you're from a good place. Where you from?
Oh, I'm from the boroughs of Portland, Maine.
Oh, see, you're off to a good start already.
SA Mob.
I'm from a little farming town outside of Portland, Maine called Hollis, Maine.
I'm from Standish, Maine. Named after Miles Standish, a great pioneer who discovered Standish, Maine, and many other things. And, we represent grass and trees.
And all his neighbors in his neighborhood, they wave to you.
They wave to you.
Wow. They don't know you? They wave.
They wave to you, man.
That's
we got friendly people.
You have a pioneering legacy going already then,
I'm making a name for myself, that's for sure. We got a grocery store. DJ Mayonnaise grocery store.
Wow.
Named it right after me.
But you know what? That's all been done, man. Everything has been done. So what we're trying to do is something next and new, even though it's been done. You know what I mean? Just bring something next. You know what I'm saying? We ain't like these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that talk next, but really old. What we twisting. You know what I'm saying? We're just twisting it on the new extra tip. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, some people, you can feel it, you know what I mean?
You guys are deep. It's like a fusion or hybrid of Mamas and the Papas, Tangerine Dream, and Rough House Survivors. Check the backpack.
It's like abstract poetry over rock fusion beats that bump with ambience.
With an experimental twist.
You're so like musical scientist.
We're avant-garde, man. We're really avant-garde. And, it doesn't just come naturally to us. We really have to try really hard.
So I know there's been a recent relocation of the group, living arrangement-wise. Has that made a difference in your mindset, your creativity?
Well, ever since we moved to the Appalachian Mountains, the air is a lot thinner up there. And, so basically what you have is, lighthearted, lightheaded, and,
bloody noses.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because our skin got really dry at first, and, my hands were constantly chafed from gripping the mic so hard. I hold the mic like a grudge, man, and a lot of people don't do that, you know what I mean? So, when we're holding the mic, a lot of times, in that high climate, it just,
it messes up, it messes with your head, because you got that high climate, and there's no oxygen up there, and then you get all mad at each other and start trying to swing, but it's all blurry, and then you're like swinging at nothing because your back is turned to them, but you think that you're facing them.
Alias is cool, but he's really, he's a neat freak, you know. He doesn't like it when you leave snot rags in the living room. He doesn't like it when you know.
Or toenails on the living room floor.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, and I don't like it when Mayonnaise goes in and changes all the wires all the time in the studio. It's really hard to record when this guy just, he has his way of doing things, you know, and the three of us have our own ways, and of course, you know, my way is definitely better, but it's taste, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's personal preference, and they just don't see things that way. But you know, what comes out of it is separate, you know, but different.
Okay, my debut hearing experience of So-Called Artists was on the Rope Ladder compilation. Would that be your debut?
I guess you could say a child was born on that day.
Cats ran into other rooms when they heard it.
Yeah.
They said, damn, those drums really, I can't get with the beat. And I said, hey, look, you know, you don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, you're obviously just not advanced.
Right.
You know, go listen to your Belinda Carlisle. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm like, what? I made the beat. What do you want? You want me to sound like Bananarama? No, I'm not going to sound like Bananarama.
no, we've done that, man. We've been there. You know what I mean?
We have a particular project coming out. Describe the tone of this new project.
It's very serious and danceable, and no, it's, you know, it's us, man. It's us locked. There was 11 people living in this apartment. It's a 2.5 bedroom place, and all at once everybody moved to the Bay. Dose, Shell, the Reverend Destructo, Pedestrian, Alias's wife, Mayonnaise, and my 2.5 bedroom place, and there just wasn't room for these people.
It was like the real world, but none of us shop at Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you know, one thing that was great was the shower. Let's talk about the shower for a minute.
The shower, basically we all had, you know, we had to get jobs when we got there, so we were all working. There was, you know, we got 9 people in the house working jobs, and everybody's got to take a shower in the morning. And everybody also in the house had long hair, which liked to clog the drain up, which left, you know, if you're the last person taking a shower, you got 2 feet of stinky, dirty water in the bathtub that you have to stand in, and you know, it provided some inspiration for the album and set some you know, tones for the album. Like,
And you know, even worse would be the next morning when you go to be the first one in the shower. Some of that water was still there. So what we were looking at was, you know, while we were trying to progress, we were still trapped in yesterday. So like, that's what So-Called Artists is.
What's this current obsession with these 20-minute plus songs that people seem to be into?
You got 2 rappers and 3 beats. You can mesh them bitches together. You got yourself a 20-minute song, if you know what I mean.
But in all honesty, you know, it's actually, this 20-minute song is actually a 3-minute song. We just like blending our stuff together because I think it sounds better.
Well, I know you guys also have your own label. How did you attach with Mush for this project right here?
Well, Mush just, you know, they came to us with a vision. You know, and they had an idea of, you know, they saw what we were doing, you know what I'm saying? And the God, Robert Curcio, you know, he respected what we was doing, you know what I'm saying?
Respect to the God.
You know, and we respect Robert Curcio, you know, in himself, you know what I'm saying? Just as he respects to ourselves. So Robert asked us if, you know, we'd be interested in doing a project, and I'm looking around, I'm taking a look at, you know, what we got going on right now, and I'm like, shit, we got an album, let's do this, you know what I mean? Fuck the dumb, you know what I'm saying? Let's just make this money, you know what I'm saying? You know,
what it's all about, y'all. It's
You know-
not about the music. It's not about, you know, people hearing my music. I'm all about getting paid.
I mean, I like what they're doing and all, you know what I'm saying? But I like my motherfucking new house better than I like fucking these records, you know what I'm saying? I like my house. You know, my kids are going to college in fucking Beijing right now, you know what I mean? And they're fucking learning shit that I don't even fucking care about. I don't even know that shit, you know what I mean? And we're fucking paid out that
Give us the
record.
greenbacks, you know what I'm saying? Paid out the record for real.
Peace. Peace to Robert, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Robert.
That was hot, man.
You know, because we some prolific motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I can do a fucking album. I don't give a fuck that, you know what I mean? I'll do an album, you know what I mean? Give me my fucking, give me my car, you know what I mean? I'll do a fucking album.
Lexus. I want a Lexus.
Oh, you want an album? Here, give me a fucking helicopter, you know what I mean? Fuck that.
So what made this be? What made you think that So-Called Artists was the project that would flourish on Mush? Why that project of all the ones you had?
Because it was a convergence of convenience of sorts. You know, we had Alias and Mayonnaise all coming together, living with us, you know, and so they said, hey, you want to do an album? We said, here, this is what we're going to give you. This is So-Called Artists. You know, this is the album we've been waiting to make for years. You know, Alias, there was a time when me and Alias didn't work. We used to come over our house, we used to try to write songs every day for like 6 months, and we didn't do shit, we just played video games, and we had to cleanse the slate, we had to fix that, you know what I mean?
It was great. You know, after Soul and Mood Swing 9 left in Maine and moved to California, I had no equipment to work with, basically, so I was left with absolutely nothing. And
I'm sorry, you know.
I'm not really bitter about that anymore.
Hey.
But, you know, I had some, you know, stuff brewing in my head that I
Get over it. Hey,
you know, I wanted to do some music because I had it built up in me, you know what I'm saying? That's basically, we moved out to California and we lucked out with so-called artists. You know
Hey.
what I'm saying?
Let's get back to describing each person's role in the so-called artists.
we should describe each other. I'd like to describe Mayonnaise, first of all. Mayonnaise earns his 33% by, you know, by making classic beats. And, you know, he cuts too, you know, he scratches really well. He, you know, he definitely is really good at changing the wires around when you're trying to record vocals. You know, he definitely likes to complain, you know, about people's appearances, but, you know, that's just what Mayonnaise does, and that's what he brings to the table.
Okay, moving along.
Coming back to the vocal percussionist here, so that's what we call him, vocal percussionists. You know, he's likes to drink a lot of water, urinate, and destroy toilet seats as he finishes. He also likes to talk on the phone while he urinates and drop the phone into a full bowl of urine.
Hey.
And then, you know...
I cannot confirm that.
And then try to hide it, but when the fucking phone rings on the wall, it sounds like it's 50 feet deep, if you know what I'm saying. Gurgle, gurgle, ring, ring. But,
hey, I fixed it, okay?
Hey,
I took it out and
tried it out. But I'll tell you this, when I move out of there, you guys can keep the fucking phone. That's my word, okay.
Why don't you describe Alias as a lyricist?
Alias as a lyricist, he's honest, you know, he's a hard-working man, you know, he's bleeds passion and emotion. I'm hella dope. And he's hella dope, you know what I mean? Like, he rips it every time I see him on stage. He sounds lyrically just like he does on tape. He's consistent, you know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with these motherfuckers nowadays. Just get on stage, forget the lyrics, can't perform their shit, you know what I'm saying? Alias is a man, he's not a 90s man. He's not a 2000 man. He's a year 3000 man. He gets on the mic, rips it, holds the mic with passion, fury, aggression, and there's no stopping him. You can't stop Alias. You just can't.
Meow. Describe Alias as a producer.
Oh, well, considering Alias taught me how to use the beat computer, I would have to say he was proficient in chopping the break, proficient in filtering the break, and proficient in looping the break. Therefore, that's a motherfucking proficient break, looper, chopper, cutter. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, right. And he got loops. Motherfucker don't even go record shopping. He still did a whole album. Ask me how that shit happened. I don't fucking know.
It's all in how you flip it, my brother.
I'm all up on his computer shit, you know? eBay and this shit. I got records coming out my ass. He finished a fucking album and you don't even go record shopping. What's up with that shit? Producer or not a producer?
It's not the size of the record collection, it's what you do with it.
But I know you have some last words of wisdom, being the wise people that you are, starting with Alias and moving clockwise.
All right, basically, you know, I draw my inspiration from my friends and family, so I'd like to give them fat extra shout-outs. And my lovely wife for supporting, and the guy who threw a bottle at me at the bus stop the other day. Created lots of anger inside of me, but I did nothing to him.
Don't come around here, motherfucker.
Exactly. He threw the bottle at me and it smashed in front of my feet. And I did nothing because he had 5 other people with him. So I left. So we thank you for the inspiration, Mr. Bottle Thrower Man, on the bus stop corner.
Well said, well said. Moving on, Mr. Mayo.
I'd like to give shouts to my baby's mama, DJ Kung Fu, Grip, you know, all the people back in Maine. What's up with that? And all the people, my doctor prescribed me my anxiety medication when I moved out. Saved my life, telling you right now. Get halfway across country, you think your fucking stomach's gonna fall out your ass. That ain't no joke. Thanks, Doc, you know what I mean?
I guess what I'd like to tell my listeners is, you know, just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just buy my shit. You know, I don't give a fuck.